Oh, hey y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening. I am your hostess. I didn't even know that it was going to come on like that, but hey, that's all good. We just doing some technical things over here. I'm making sure that I'm streaming from everywhere, but welcome. We just going to keep it simple. That's the name of what we're going to talk about tonight. Keeping it really simple. If you are just streaming in on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, go ahead, click like and click share. Click like and click share because something good is might going to happen to you. You may be asking for something. And you know what we do, we're not gonna be before you long because we have our faith leaders call coming up. So without further ado, I would like to welcome you tonight for another episode. Click like and click share. And I am going to present to you my pastor, my upline, my sponsor. He is a pastor out of San Antonio, Texas. I just absolutely love my J Howe family. So shout out to you. He's also a husband. Shout out to his wife, my first lady, Lady Keys. They just had some twins. They've been busy. He's been pastoring, he's been mentoring, and he's been writing because yes, all roads are leading to Montego Bay. I got like the 7-day countdown, not even 7 days, but we're going to be, this is the first stop on our Going Places tour. So if you have not got a copy, hey, you might want to get you some. But hey, I'm going to introduce to you Pastor Mel Keys, 3-star director in this amazing, hey, and he's Ambassador Bow. Hey, Pastor Mel.
What's going on, baby girl? It is good to see you as always.
Look, we'll be face to face. We'll be
Yes,
face
we can't
to
get enough of
face
that.
in less
Can't get
than,
enough of that.
man,
Last
in
time we
less than a
saw each
few,
other,
we
we
were
were
in Memphis.
yeah, we were in Memphis. Yeah, that's
Yep,
right.
we
And
were
then,
in Memphis this
then right
year.
before that, we were in
The
what?
cruise.
Yeah, Mexico, and we
If we,
were.
if, yeah,
Where did
in
we leave from?
We was in
We left from New Orleans.
Cozumel.
We left from New Orleans,
Yeah,
though.
we
That's what I was trying to
left
think
from
of.
New Orleans. Yep.
Yeah. So we're excited about
Yeah.
this
It
rendezvous.
seemed like we have a 6-month gap.
Yeah, yeah, we got to shorten that up. We're gonna see if we can
Yeah.
shorten that space
Yeah.
because I just
It's
like being
definitely.
around you. Like being around you.
Yeah.
I want to say good evening to Miss Nikki. Thank you for chiming in, Miss Newkirk.
Hey.
Much love to you. And to Miss Rhonda Michelle Watson is in the house. We see you there.
Hey,
Lady
family.
Joy, hello, all the way in Nigeria. Thank you for chiming in below. And I hope that you're doing well. We're going to keep it real simple tonight. Got some videos that we're going to use to kind of be our talking points because sometimes we do more than is necessary because it really don't take all of that, as the young folks say, to share the power and the value of what we have our hands on. So we're gonna, just put up 3 or 4 videos. They're very brief in their entirety, each and every one of them, but they kind of make a different point. And Tanya, I'll keep you on the screen with me if you don't mind, and we'll just have some interface
All right.
dialogue in between the points of it all. But I got one loading. I've been having some technical difficulties. Boy, this technology has been weird as of late. I don't know if any of you out
Yeah.
there have had problems uploading, downloading, and side loading, or any kind of other loading you've been doing. Boy, I've been having problems. And it's been consistent over the past 30 days. I don't know what's going on.
Because we've been consistent and it's trying to block us from getting the blessing to the people. But
That's
you
what
can't block the blessing.
you can't block the blessing.
You just
You
can't
can't.
block the
Somebody
blessing.
put in the comments. Somebody put that. You can't block the blessing. That's just the bottom line. That's what I love about you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and get this party started. As Coach Tanya said, we have coming up very, very shortly. In fact, we're excited. I want to give a big hearty shout out to all of the authors, co-authors of Going Places.
Yes.
Baby girl is one of those, and she wrote so powerfully on her subject.
Yes.
What was the name of your title? It was chapter 6 or 7.
It was Companions That Multiply Your Fun.
Yeah. Boy, look, and if there's anybody that could speak with authority on that, that would be that would be Tanya Evans. She is a companion that know how to multiply your fun. under the sun. So when we get there to Montego Bay, that's our first stop. We started here in San Antonio, and we're just going to be literally going around the world, enjoying some of our world tours on every occasion. We'll have opportunities. We got several other authors, not necessarily a part of this particular project, but shout out to Apostle Wilson. Shout out to Pastor Sheila Floyd. Shout out to Minister Lisa Faulkner. Just some of the authors who are companions with us, comrades in arms, and they're going to be sharing their great work. We're going to have a Holy Ghost-filled time there as we get there to Montego Bay and just allow God to use us to speak on what he's given us to write about. And then the rest of the time, y'all, we going to be all over the place on the ocean. We got
so excited about that flying dress excursion.
Oh my Lord.
I done had plenty of photo shoots.
Yeah.
But Lady K sent me the video of what they do, and I was like, oh my goodness.
It's gonna be
goodness. It's gonna be something.
Hey,
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah. So they got that flying dress excursion. Hey, Miss Carol, it's good to see you, darling. Thank you for chiming in. They got that's Saturday. Friday we got the catamaran. So we're gonna be out there on that not rowboat, but on that ship, on the vessel.
Yes, on that good ship Lollipop.
Yeah. We're gonna stop by Rick's Cavern and get all that good food. Get all that good for making food. Yeah. And get some gifts and trinkets and souvenirs and all that stuff.
Of course.
And then on Thursday, we got the speaking event. And all between that, we got all kind of stuff on site. So it's going to be wonderful.
We just going to work. Just a little work.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's good to see my big sister, my beautiful, beloved mentor all the way back to my childhood, Renee Pittman. Much love to you, darling. Thank you for chiming in. Oh, Rhonda says it has been lagged in Houston too. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm still loading a 2-minute video for the past 20 minutes, and I've tried to do it 4 times. So I don't know what's going on with that. But listen, we're just going to go ahead and make it do what it does. So we're going to talk about keeping it simple. So let's go ahead and start with this, y'all. I'm going to put a video up that speaks to what you already know to be true. I'm going to bring up a video that it puts it where we live, and that is as it relates to the cost of living. Now, this one is dated back about a year ago, and the only thing that's happened since a year ago is it's gotten worse, not better.
Yeah.
And who knows which direction it's going to go with all this stuff going on today. We can't even bring all of that up. But let me just say this. If you don't recognize the sign of the times that will indicate that you need additional income, streams of income coming into your house, I don't know what to tell you. People are falling further and further behind. Savings has dwindled down. Retirement funding has been cut in half, if not more. People are really running out of options and running out of time. And if ever there's been a time to really have something that works in your behalf, a business that you can stay in control of, that's totally willable, that's totally flexible to your lifestyle, to your schedule, and a whole lot of fun, that time will be now. And if there's one reason to do it, inflation will be one. So I'm going to keep it simple. Let me go ahead and throw this up. Y'all take a look and we'll come right back.
Record inflation, of course, taking a real toll on American families. But can they do this without sending the country into recession? Many economists not convinced tonight. All eyes, of course, on the Federal Reserve now, set to raise those rates to slow the rising prices. And economists say the average family now paying nearly $350 more every month for the same things they were buying last year. ABC's Victor Oquendo on families across this country now feeling this. He's from Florida tonight.
Tonight, with prices rising at their fastest clip in 40 years, the Federal Reserve expected to raise interest rates by 0.75 points to slow inflation, the biggest hike in nearly 3 decades.
Everyone can agree that this inflation is very painful and it has to come down. So the only way of doing that is getting those interest rates up and slowing the growth rate in the economy.
The move will send the cost of credit cards, car loans to mortgages even higher at a time when Americans are already paying more for just about everything. In Minnesota,
is this not enough?
Well, y'all, that was just a snippet of reality. And yes, Lady Rhonda, so true. We need the residual income like never before. And some people have been duped into what we were taught traditionally, just go get another job. Well, that puts you at a higher tax bracket because the way the tax structure is for taxable income on W-2 wages and salaries, things of that sort, you're taxed at a higher rate. So people go out there thinking they're going to get that second job and fare better. And then you look at your check, you're like, whoa, where's the rest of it?
Because the more you work, the more Uncle Sam gonna tax you.
He gonna take his cut. I think we say Uncle Sam, but I think he got some kinfolk working with him because it can't be going to one person. It got to be 2 or 3 of them working together, I think. So listen, y'all, we're just wanting to make it plain and keep it simple tonight. We're going to share with you this powerful travel club, which is a home-based business model that gives you the opportunity not only to save a ton of money on your travel. I'm talking about bottom line 30%, and then as much as 80 and 90%, depending upon where you go and when you go. We have everything from what we call net zero pricing to travel dreamcation getaways to what we call world tours. Coach Tanya and I, we just mentioned one of the world tours that we're headed to in Montego Bay. Let me throw this at you. $585 for 2 people. All inclusive, food and drinks, 5 days, 4 nights. If you go to the site where we'll be staying, we can't mention the name in a public forum like this, but let me just say it is a beautiful 5-star destination. Coach Tanya has been there before. I've been here before. Yes. Let me get your take, Tanya. What did you think of the place?
Oh my goodness, it was beautiful. From, it's Jamaica, man. First of all, a dream come true. Right. But the luxury of it all, it was, top class. Top
notch.
Like, I'm spoiled. This travel club has literally spoiled me.
Yeah, I would agree. I thought I was in paradise when I got to that room. That room where we stayed, it was larger than a living room. The bathroom was like a bedroom, and then outside of that, we had a open shower with the moonlight coming through and whatnot. It was beautiful.
I had a jacuzzi.
Man, that jacuzzi. You put 5 people in that tub.
Jacuzzi tub, the shower. The stand-in, walk-in shower in the restroom, and every section had a nightlight. Then I had this king-size bed, and you know what? The fact that it was for 2 people was amazing. It was more than enough room, but I'm a solo dolo traveler, so I had all of that room.
All that room.
All to myself, and it was nice. And it had a balcony, so every morning it's something different when you wake
it's the way to wake up
to see the sun, set. And I didn't have to go, even though it was all inclusive. I didn't have to leave my room.
Right.
Like a lot of the team that was over there, and this is going to be extra special for me this time because I get to kick it with y'all. But a lot of the teams that I didn't know. Over there, so they were all together, and they were already planning their excursion. So I really just hung out. It was so much to do at the resort itself that I was comfortable just hanging out. And of course, the other partners that was there told myself, "Come on, you can go with." I was like, "No, I'm just gonna hang out." And because I started Chris's, started writing on the 3rd book anyway, so I just wanted the time to just hang out anyway. But this time, I'm going out with my family because y'all my family. So I feel safer going out with the fam.
Absolutely. We got
it's gonna be something else. And it's gonna be hot.
Yeah, it will be.
Because last year when I went in December. Yeah. And it was comfortable, but it just wasn't hot enough for me to splash in the water.
You gonna make up for it. You gonna make up for it.
Oh yeah, I'm getting the water. I'm ready for the water.
Well, listen, y'all. Here's the next thing I'm going to do. I share with you one reason why, in all sincerity, you should at least get with the person that shared this with you or has connected with you about this travel club. if not for the savings that you'll save. I'm talking about massive savings. $585 for 2 people. That's less than 300 people. $300 per person for 5 days, 4 nights, all inclusive. Where you gonna get that at? It's only in this club. And I'm telling you, that's just scratching the surface. But let me give you another reason besides the fact that inflation is real. Overseer Ernest, much love. Thank you for chiming in, man of God. Nayeli Jelly, I love you, baby girl. Give the family I love. Here's another reason. Now, this one I really want you to pay attention. It's just about shy of 4 minutes long. Take notes here. It will change your life. Inflation was the first reason. We're keeping it simple, but here's reason number 2. Take a look.
Have you ever wondered why a home-based business offers such good tax benefits? As we navigate through the 21st century, we're seeing a surge in home-based businesses. These entrepreneurial adventures are not just about flexibility or escaping the 9-to-5 grind. There's much more to the story. Imagine a world where you can save money while making money. Sounds too good to be true, right? But it's not. Let's dive into the tax benefits that make home-based businesses so appealing. To understand why home-based businesses get such tax breaks, it's crucial to understand what tax deductions are. In a nutshell, tax deductions are certain expenses that you can subtract from your total income before calculating your due tax. It's like a discount on your tax bill, provided by the government to encourage certain behaviors like business investments or charitable donations. Now let's break it down further. Imagine that you earn $100 and the tax rate is 20%. Without deductions, you'd pay $20 in tax. But if you have $10 in tax deductions, your taxable income drops to $90, and your tax bill is now just $18. That's how tax deductions lower your taxable income and therefore your tax liability. The more deductions you can claim, the less income tax you potentially owe. But remember, not all expenses can be deducted. The Internal Revenue Service, or IRS, specifies that deductions must be ordinary and necessary for your trade or business. This means the costs must be common and accepted in your industry, and helpful and appropriate for your business. Now that we have a basic understanding of tax deductions, we can explore why home-based businesses have unique tax advantages. These advantages stem from the fact that many everyday household expenses can become deductible when your home is your principal place of business. But we'll delve more into this fascinating realm of home-based business tax benefits in our next segment. Stay tuned. Home-based businesses enjoy a variety of tax benefits that other businesses don't. Let's break down a few of these, shall we? Firstly, there's the home office deduction. If you use a part of your home exclusively for your business, you can deduct a portion of your home expenses. These include mortgage interest, property taxes, and utilities. It's like your home is wearing 2 hats, one as your residence and another as your business place. And the IRS acknowledges this dual role with this deduction. Secondly, you can deduct business-related expenses. This includes anything you purchase for your business, from office supplies to that new laptop you've been eyeing. Even a portion of your internet bill can be deducted if you use it for your business. It's as if Uncle Sam is saying, go ahead, invest in your business. I've got your back. Lastly, there's the self-employment tax deduction. If you're self-employed, you know you have to pay the full share of your Social Security and Medicare taxes. But here's the good news. You can deduct half of these taxes. It's like getting a discount on your self-employment taxes, just for being your own boss. These tax benefits can make a significant difference to your bottom line. So if you're running a business from home, make sure you're taking full advantage of these tax perks. Trust me, your wallet will thank you. So, there you have it, the tax benefits of a home-based business. Taking advantage of these benefits can be a game changer. Remember, you can deduct home expenses, enjoy self-employment tax deductions, and even save on commuting costs. And let's not forget the potential deductions for business trips. These are just a few of the many ways a home-based business can significantly lighten your tax burden. If you're considering starting a home-based business, remember these tax benefits. They can make a world of difference to your financial success.
All right. Yes, absolutely. We got a question from Nikki. Yes, by all means, share the video. Help someone else. We got Janie Miller is in the house. Good evening to you, my dear. Thank y'all for chiming in. Listen, I don't know. I mean, if it's anything complicated or if it's simple. If you're earning your income from W-2, or it's reported on a W-2. You are limited as to how much you can deduct, how much you can itemize in terms of legal tax deduction. Now, you can put a whole lot of stuff up there, but it might be a little problem when they catch you, right? So it's not even worth it, right? Make sure you're doing what is proper, what is legal, what is legitimate. And by all means, consult with your tax advisor, your consultant, your accountant, however you need to do that. But in essence, when you have 1099 expenses, because you're working for yourself, you're the CEO of you, you're the chief executive officer, because it's you, all of your income is not profit. You're going to be taxed not on of the overall amount. You're going to be taxed on the profit portion, but not all of your income is considered profit. Some of it is for expenses, things that you need to do, the cost of doing business. When you drive a vehicle and your, depreciation on that vehicle or mileage as a whole, if you're doing it that way, all of those are now expenses. And you will be amazed at how many thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars people waste every year because I'll just go get me a part-time job. Man, you better get you a business that you can own and put it in your own name and work that thing. And no greater business. I've done real estate, I've done insurance, I still maintain my insurance license. The thing of it is, y'all, nothing for me has been more attractive, more fun, and I would even say more profitable for sure than travel. Tanya, what do you feel about that?
Wow. I only have one regret, really. Okay. And it's not finding something like this a long time ago. Stuff like this should have been taught in school, because here is, as I think of it, having a home-based business, now that I know better, it's like owning your own McDonald's minus the $1 million that you have to pay for the building and the schooling and the education. I done paid light bills since I've, been on my own on 18, rent and mortgage. Now that I do it as a business, I have a legit home-based business where I can offset those costs. Back when I was, single mother, can you imagine if I would have had the knowledge that I have now? I would have been able to, try to pull $1 out of 15 cents. It would have been easier.
It's so much.
It would have been a whole lot easier.
Of course, so much money has been wasted. So much time and effort has been wasted. How many mothers, as you say, single mothers, have gotten part-time jobs trying just to make ends meet, taking them away from their children, not making the money that they were worth, and being taxed. Yeah, and being taxed in a way that it really they paid more in taxes than was even worth it when they could have started their own business.
Right, and of course, you would get excited. This is a person. This is before I knew better. You get excited for the the refunds that you get at the beginning of the year when you file your taxes every year when you work at a job. But that's your money. They have not put no interest on the money that they done took out to borrow. They borrowed and took it from me. Didn't give me no interest back, but I had to wait on it, and I'm happy about it. It's just it was because I did not know. Let
me ask you this, Tanya. What does the word refund mean?
I don't know, because there's no refund. I don't know what refund.
They're giving you the fund or the funds that you had already given to them. They're only giving you back what belongs to you in the first place. But we got a whole generation of people who have been taught, man, I can't wait to the front of the year because I'm gonna get all this money back. That meant that you were giving them an interest-free loan.
Yep.
When you could have been using that money to build an empire with the right skill set, with the right coaching and mentors. So we're trying to get people to shift, y'all. We're really trying to keep it simple as much as we can. I'm going to go one more time. So we talked about 2 reasons thus far. I'm going to give you one more, and then we're going to get out of here. Reason number 1 was, listen, this is why you got to start your home-based business. Yes. And this is why we say you should be talking to one of us, whoever shared this with you as it relates to our travel club, because there's no comparison to the simplicity of a home-based business like this travel club called Travorium. A better life requires a better way, and we found it. So number 1, one of the reasons was inflation. You cannot keep up with inflation without a home-based business. Man, your pay raises ain't gonna keep up enough. Your come on here, your promotion is not gonna keep up with what's going on in inflation. You need an additional stream of income, and you really have multiple streams of income in this one travel club. It's pretty powerful. But then the other thing, as we said, was the tax savings. Because if you're being taxed like the rest of the folk that's being taxed in this great US of A, I wouldn't want to live. Well, actually, shouldn't say I wouldn't want to live anywhere else, because I do intend to live other places. But I'm honored and I'm blessed to be an American citizen and all that. But I ain't trying to pay no more taxes than I need to. Come on, let's just be plain and let's just be clear. Amen. Nobody I know is trying to pay more than they need to, than is legally. We got charities for that, right? So if you want to just give some extra, there are charities for that. And one of the ways that you can make sure that you're not giving any extra is to develop and build. You got to take it seriously now. You got to be in pursuit of profit, and that is build a home-based business and get all kind of tax advantages. But here's the last one, y'all, and we're going to leave you with this. It's about legacy. I can't tell you what will happen. Well, I can tell you what will happen when we die from that employment called a JOB. I ain't telling you to quit your job, but I'm just telling you, when you die, when I die, so forth and so on, that ain't going to be passed on to our children. They will not call your child up and say, hey, come take your daddy's job. Come take your mama's job. You know, they were doing great things. You know, that ain't going to happen. Number one, your kids probably don't want your job. Number one, if they qualify for it at all anyway. But if they did, they probably don't want it. They're going to be doing something else. And it's not willable. It's not transferable. But here's what I know about business. When you own your own business, especially as we talk about this travel club, shout out to Coach Deborah, my big sister, my sponsor, this woman of God, her and her husband, they built this thing so powerfully. Not only is she closing in on $200,000 a year herself, but her husband might get there by the end of the year before she does. And he's been dead and gone for 3 years, y'all. When he left 3 years ago, his income was in the neighborhood of about $24,000 a year. Since that time frame, 21 months after his departure, not even a full 3 years, 21 months after his departure, 24,000 turned into more than $170,000 that his wife then, because of their collaboration prior to his death, they already had the plan in place to do what they had communicated. They wanted to have something they can pass on to their grandchildren. The Bible tells me this: a wise man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Well, Apostle Guy, that leg of business has been transferred in the names of his grandchildren. Now, Ava and Gracie, they're 6 and 8 years old. What 6 and 8 year old children do you know with a business that's closing in on $200,000 a year? Can you imagine what it's worth by the time they're 18 years old? So here's what I'm saying. We're a part of Team Legacy. Shout out to all of our Team Legacy family. Let me just say it this way. If all you're building for is for you, you have missed the boat. We need to leave something for those who will be left behind when we depart. And it needs to be some substance to it. Now, I'm a person of faith. I believe in the spiritual realm. I believe in all that type of stuff. I believe in Jesus Christ. I am not ashamed in any way. But I am not one of those to think that, as some folk will say, you're so spiritual minded, you're no earthly good. You need to leave some material for folk if you really love them. And I'm seeing so many people, well, he was a great man and he really loved the Lord and he loved his family. And now they got to go do a fundraiser to bury him or her. Come on. Somebody got to go wash some cars. Somebody got to go sell some plates. Somebody got to, go fund me, this, that, and the other. And this is getting worse and worse, y'all. And here's the solution. We need to have vision. Without a vision, the people perish. And part of that vision needs to be, how do you want to leave this place? And what condition, what state do you want to leave those that you love so much? What state do you want to leave them in? Apostle Guy, he said, well, I want to leave them well off. I want to leave them with a multi-million-dollar business. His business at the time was $24,000 a year.
Yes.
But because of the nature and the organic growth of what we are part of, it's grown to now almost $200,000 a year. Over the next 18 years, I can only imagine. Let me share this video with you all, and then Tanya, you'll come back and give us some commentary, and we'll go on and get out of here. But take a look at this, y'all. It's about legacy. Somebody put that in the comments. It's about legacy. This is the third reason you need to get with somebody who invited you to see this information. Get all your questions answered about this worldwide travel club, now operating in more than 70 nations strong. We have 4 headquarters to service the 70 plus nations. We've paid out tens of millions of dollars to everyday ordinary people. This year alone, we've already taken in more than 12,000 new memberships. The month of June is well over 2,100. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going up. That's just the bottom line. And we're looking for some people that want to go up together and bring up a lot of people with us, because all we do, y'all, is win. And we're looking for some winners who want to do it with us. So take a look at this. And if this is how you think, you should be connecting with us.
Your first name is about you, but your last name is about us. Legacy. There's power in your name. Power in your name. McDonald's is a last name. Abercrombie and Fitch, last name. Armani is a last name. Baskin Robbins is a last name. Chrysler is a last name. Fisher Price, Gucci, Hennessy, Harley Davidson, Hilton, Honda, Kohl's, Kraft Foods, Lowe's Movie Theater, Marriott is a last name. Maybach is a last name. Nordstrom is a last name. Pillsbury is a last name. Porsche is a last name. Procter & Gamble, 2 last names. Rolls Royce, Charles Rolls Henry Royce, last names. Turner Broadcast System, Ted Turner, last name. Versace, last name. Wells Fargo, Henry Wells, William Fargo, last name. Walgreens, last name. Wrigley's, last name. Welch's Grape Juice, last name. Here you are, you think you're buying a product. You are not buying a product, you're buying a name. You think you're wearing a product. Hey, look at this product. No, you're saying, look at this family. And what you don't know is while you're making every family rich, you're making yourself broke. So you done went to one family called Wells Fargo and got $200,000 so you can go to another family called Rolls Royce so you can give them money and get yourself a car so you can go back to the hood and see the Joneses and say, look at what I got. Meanwhile, Wells Fargo, their family's sitting up being rich, and Harley Davidsons and Rolls Royce are being rich, and the Joneses are sitting there holding up people's stuff saying, look at what we did and we broke. What if I told you that your blessing is attached to your name? That part of the reason why you're not wealthy yet is because you keep trying to make Yolanda wealthy. You keep trying to make Tasha wealthy. What if you made Johnson's wealthy? What if you started thinking about your kids? What if you started thinking about your legacy? What if God started dropping Canaan and opening up windows of heaven? Because now you're not just thinking about you, you're thinking kingdom. There are some people who are attached to you who say, Mama, can you do something with this name? There's some people who are saying, Dad, can you do something with this name? Maybe God gave you the name to change and reverse some of the stuff that the name meant one day. I wish there was somebody in this room that say my name.
We'll close it out here, guys. Shout out to our mentor, to our brother from the Zane mother, Coach Darryl Roberts. Much love to you, man. We got Deacon Kevin Sr. is in the house. And I know there's a Queen Kathleen somewhere around there. Tanya, when you saw that video and it stirs your heart, I know, just like it does mine, just talk about legacy. Why is it so substantial now more than ever that we have what we call an end game, that we have an exit plan that's well intact? Why would you say that? What's I don't want to put any words in your mouth. So why do you feel that way, if you do?
That video always does something to me, because we have a product that not only builds generational wealth, but it's generational wealth that has our name on it. Can't nobody take your name from you. We can take, possessions like land. Land can, somehow or another fall through the cracks. I know this, I'm speaking from experience, so I want y'all to listen. But land, folks can take land and do something with it. And start with your name on it, end with it. But I am in the position now to set my grandchildren up with a legacy building income, because I'm learning from the best people that lead by example. David Hart has set the standard. God gave him the vision. I know, because this is something else. I'm getting ready to take my 60th vacation in the last 4 years. And I was just dreaming in my mind before. I mean, 4 years. I got into this company when COVID just hit. Mm-hmm. I was traveling all through COVID. I mean, at that point, I didn't care. At that point, I just buried my son. I don't have any grandchildren, but I have 2 grandchildren and 1 on the way. I am in a position to not only start this one just for Marcy, I can start over at 2-star and do one just for Timmy and start over and get another 2. That's 2 2-star rings. And then it's legacy. So that way when because I think Marcy's 6, around they're the same age as Ava and Gracie. But had I not been a part of this amazing company, I wouldn't have knew this. I would have been trying to, still rob Peter to pay Paul. I can honestly say this is so much more than travel for me. I've taken not only 60 vacations, everything that I'm doing in life, buying vehicles and all that stuff, I get discounts. I bought my vehicle using the tools that's inside of this platform. It's perks, people. It's perks to being a member. And I purchased my vehicle. Shout out to Deborah Taylor and Pastor Guy, because I got my Telluride because I fell in love with the Telluride when Pastor Guy got his. So I said, I want one of these. And he just told me, he's like, you keep doing what you're doing, you will have one. You speak it into existence, you will have one. Now that I think about it, it goes deeper than everything. God is so strategic. Had I had these same type of people like Pastor Mill, Deborah Taylor, Pastor Guy, sowing into my life spiritually a long time ago, I would have been, in my opinion, well off. But God is so strategic and he order your steps so he don't make no mistakes. So I had to go through what I had to go through. I had to go through the pain and to in order to know the difference. There is a difference, you guys. There is a better life. There is a better way. And it just so happens I was asking God, I need a better life. I need a better way. That was my thing as a single parent. When you don't have enough, Lord, I need a better one. You cry out to the Lord. All these years I've been crying out and crying out and crying out. And he set it right in my lap. Now that I'm an author, I'm a published author. I co-authored a 2nd book. I mean, dreams is coming true. I'm not going to get emotional because we don't have time, but I'm going to brag on God a little bit. When I ask big, and I ask God, I need a super casual, fragilistic, expialidocious blessing so that the people will know it had nothing to do with me, but everything to do with you. I am so grateful. Wow. I'm so grateful for you. Wow. I'm so grateful for Lady K. I can't wait to spend. I get emotional because I have residual income. My credit score, Pastor Mel, I ain't never had no. I mean, I'm just very transparent. And that's what I love about this company too. People like you embrace the truth, and the truth will make you free. I ain't never had a 700 credit score, nothing. And I'm in the position. Tanya will have a house in 2024. That's my birthday, Christmas, everything. And that's because of this, because of God and this amazing company that he downloaded into somebody, David Hart. The heart with the biggest hearts. I mean, only a giving person would want to give. This is all this business is doing. It's this
It's a gift.
Allowing you to be for yourself.
Yeah.
It's for you. This is for you. I get, like I said, we got 8 minutes past me. We got to get ready for this Faith Leaders Call.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I get
emotional. We're going to end with this then. We'll end with this then. We're going to say hello to Elder Michelle Campbell is in the house. We want to say hello to Minister LaPonda Lewis, a.k.a. Baltimore, is in the house. Hello to Nail Michelle. God bless you, my dear. Sure hope we can catch up real soon. We'll wrap it up with this, y'all. It's all about knowing what time it is, knowing that we're not ever trying to take anything away. We're trying to give value. And we're not trying to give a value that we have not already received for ourselves. And the thing about this company is you're in the winning position from day one. Whether you come into it to treat it as a business or not, you're winning because of the massive savings. If you're doing any type of traveling at all in the course of a 24-month period and you don't use our program, you are literally throwing good money out the way. I will promise you that. My wife and I, as most of you would know who are connected to me, we've been travel agents for 12 years, but we've been in this club almost 7. The only reason we joined this club is because it gives more value than we were ever able to receive as travel agents. And nothing has changed on that. So if you ever want to maximize your value as it relates to travel, get with the person that shared this with you. Get all your questions answered. We have nothing to hide. We'll answer every question. Nothing is hidden. There's no fine print. You win by being a part of this travel club. But then for those who can see the writing on the wall, and we kept it simple, we gave you 3 powerful reasons why you should also use this same travel club to develop residual income. A residual income that can grow beyond your wildest dreams to the point where whether it's early retirement, whether it equals the level of your present income or even supersedes it, or like Coach D and Apostle Guy, making more after you die than you did while you were alive. There's no limit to how much income you can make with this thing but yourself. This is presently a $10 trillion industry. Over the next decade is projected to grow to more than $15.5 trillion. That's a 50% increase within a decade. And I'm not saying millions or billions, I'm saying trillions. That's a huge economy, y'all. Travel is it. There's nothing more lucrative. There's nothing more attractive. There's nothing more long-standing. And if you ever wanted to win, this is the place where you can plant your flag in the soil, regardless of past experience. Don't get this mixed up with something you did before. This is not that. This is your opportunity to keep it simple and win. We love you guys. We're going to get on a Faith Leaders Call. Good God Almighty, my mentor is going to be preaching and teaching tonight. Shout out to Coach Deborah, who has put this whole platform together of faith leaders from around the globe and back. Tonight, Apostle Wilson will be breaking bread in our midst. You don't want to miss it. It's a game changer. It will bless your whole life. And then we'll have the presentation right behind that. So it's a double header. It's a double blessing. Go ahead and join us. We'll have a Zoom ID for you. If you want to meet us in a Zoom room, those are the best seats in the house. Go ahead and let us know you want to meet us there. We'll get you the ID. And if you don't want the best seats in the house, I will broadcast it right back here to Facebook Live. It'll be on my page as well. God bless you real good. We'll see you all around the neighborhood, but hopefully around the world as we go here, there, and everywhere. Pennies on the dollar. We'll see you real soon.
Good night.